Alright, family, it's time to talk about it. I've given you guys a little snippet about this situation. It is about time that I start really speaking out about this thing because it is not going away. It's been 3 years and it's not going away. So it's time that I stand up for myself, take my power back, and talk about this, okay? I need to normalize talking about this because I've tried to hide it. I've tried to be quiet. I've tried to be the bigger person. I've tried it all. None of it is working. And the thing I'm talking about, by the way, this is my least favorite video to make on my channel. If you know me, you know that I try my best, even though it doesn't happen, but I try my best to keep my personal life out of my content. But before we get into the video, I wanted to say thank you to our sponsors of today's video. Today's video is sponsored by Growth Therapy. Truth is, a lot of us are fighting battles that not everybody knows about. And this can be hard, especially if you consider yourself a private person like myself, or if you come from a background that doesn't really believe in therapy or talking about your business. This is when we suppress our feelings, our emotions, and our experiences and try to deal with it on our own. This, I don't have to tell you, it's very unhealthy. And if you guys have followed my channel for a while, you know that I've had my ups and downs on this channel, and I've had some really big ups, but also some really dark downs. And one of the biggest things I talk about that really helps me is therapy. Growth Therapy is an online platform specifically designed to connect people like you and I to licensed professional therapists within your region. And the best part is there are no subscriptions and your insurance could cover it. A lot of us are used to the regular therapy where you have to set your appointment, pay out of pocket, find the providers, and sometimes it can take weeks or months before you can actually sit and talk to someone. With Growth Therapy, you can screen through the therapist by their availabilities, their specialties, identity, and a lot more. This service makes it very easy for you to book your session at your own time and convenience. So they're not just handing you a therapist. They are giving you a person that is basically custom made for you and your situation. The real soft life and healing begins when you put you first, and therapy is the best way to do that. It's just simple, professional people ready to help you jumpstart your journey to healing. So, to hear and learn more about Growth Therapy, make sure to check out my description box. You can also scan the QR code here on the screen for a quicker way to get more info about Growth Therapy. Thank you once again to Growth Therapy for sponsoring today's video. Want to hear more about my experience? Please go follow my NARC. It's called NARC Talk with Mercy Gono. I'll leave it down below. Please go follow that page or follow me on TikTok. Like I said, I post daily on there. And also, thank you to Growth Therapy for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out the description box for all of the details and all of the info on Growth Therapy. Thank you all again so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.